Hello and welcome to Realty Buzz. This is Mansi Dave and let's take a look at the latest happenings in real estate sector. Beginning with the most important stories, Gujarat Commercial Tax Department has detected value-added tax VAT evasion of Rs 26 crore to work contracts by 4 builders in Surat and Rajkot. More than 25 premises were raided by Commercial Tax Department officials in the two cities. In the last fortnight, the officials have detected Rs 49.5 crore of VAT evasion by 44 builders in Ahmedabad, Bhavnagar, Surat and Rajkot. The officials also began attachment of the properties and bank accounts of the builders in VAT evasion case. The January to March quarter of the current year has seen a 50% decline in the new residential project launches across the country compared to the same quarter last year, according to property advisory firm Cushman & Wakefield. The quarter saw a total of 24,700 apartments being launched, the lowest in the last 2 years. The decline in new launches have come on the back of less than expected sales in the residential sector, due to which developers are holding back on new launches and instead focusing on completing their existing projects, said a new report from Cushman & Wakefield. What has also stopped builders from new launches in a few key cities is the impending roll out of the new development plan. Cost of creating new projects has been on a steady increase as input cost including cost towards statutory approvals, etc. From state government, cost of land development have been rising. This is pushing builders to make efforts to keep debt exposure low by lowering the number of launches, except in high-end demand locations where sales activity is high and fast-paced. Selectively, inventory sales to private equity firms at 20 to 25% discount is also being witnessed, said Jen. According to Cushman & Wakefield, among new unit launches during the quarter, only the high-end segment registered a year-on-year growth of 26%. While all of the segments have seen a considerable decline, affordable housing segment units reduced significantly by over 80%. Developers are inclined towards the high-end segment where profit margins are typically higher, as builders look to offset increasing land and development costs, the report said. The next news says Hyderabad saw a massive surge in high-end segment launches that rose to 3,300 units, of which about 98% were in the northwest quadrant of the city, mainly Madhapur and Ganchibauli, where corporates are increasingly looking to set up offices. Bengaluru witnessed a year-on-year decline of 76% in the unit launches, with nearly 4,100 units launched during the first quarter of 2015. Due to these cautious investing attitudes of the buyers, the absorption rate in the city declined, leading to the lot of unsold inventory and thereby restrained supply, the report said. Almost 41% of the total units were launched in the southeast submarket, primarily along the Sarjapur Road and Hosur Road, and an additional 25% in the north submarket, in Yelehanka and around Kogilu. There has also been a reduction in the average number of units per project, which has declined from 287 units in Q1 2014 to 233 units per project. The average number of units per project was highest in Hyderabad, followed by 567 in Mumbai. In other three cities, namely Delhi NCR, Kolkata and Pune, comparatively, smaller projects with lesser number of units were launched in Q1 2015. The number of units launched per project further decreased in the quarter as developers launched smaller projects entailing comparatively lower investment and hope to garner faster sales. The next news on board says Bloomberg Philanthropies will design and launch a website to involve citizens, urban local bodies and other concerned for the Smart City project. Representatives of Bloomberg Philanthropies on Thursday discussed with senior official of the Urban Development Ministry. The board contours of Smart City Challenge competition meant the assessing of preparedness and ability of Smart City aspirants to undertake necessary actions, according to the senior official. The competition is to be held soon after the Smart City scheme is accorded necessary approval, the UD ministry official said. Besides, Smart Map can also route responders around road closures, traffic jams and other obstacles. It will also help increase revenue to local retailers by $2.2 billion and save users 12 million hours in lost time, apart from an impact of $1.9 billion from increased foreign tourist spending. even the road logistics industry can get to save about USD 1.4 billion through these maps. Estimates suggest that less than half of the country's 5 million kilometers of roads are mapped today, while only 10 to 20% of the country's businesses are listed on online maps. With the second largest smartphone market in the world and one of the fastest growing internet economies, India is in the unique position to tap into the value of smart maps. Google Maps has 1 billion users globally. The company does not give country-specific numbers. So these were the few important stories of the real estate industry that made headlines. I'll be back with more happening on real estate sector. But till then, you stay tuned to Spin TV. Goodbye, take care.